Oh, this camera is just starting to really bother the crap out of me. So it's a 3/8 bolt at the bottom here that holds holds the starter in place right here. Looks like the housing cracked this ear right off of it. You know, I guess vibration slamming around, and the starter itself is got quite a bit of torque on it. I don't know why it has so much torque for a little engine. It actually, to me, you can turn this by hand, and I don't know. I think it's 50 cc's, 49 cc's, somewhere in there. There is a second bolt down in there somewhere. Gonna have to figure out how I can manage to get to that one. It would be nice if I could get to it without having to completely disassemble this whole front end, but unfortunately I'm going to have to figure out how to yeah, there's I feel like the second one's right here, but I'll probably never be able to. Well, maybe I'll get something around there. Let's see. I highly doubt it, but good googly. See if we can patiently turn some of this equipment around and try to do this without busting them. Anything in my garage. Good. That's stupid. They really screw you with that. So. And I began to pray, 'cause I know there's gonna be 4 freaking things in there. You know what? I still won't be able to see. Yeah, see if these screws here weren't so rotted on here, I'd probably at least pull that flap off the bottom. Still wouldn't give me the clearance I need to get into the spot that I need to get in. So it's like, just trying to get in there in the right spot. Can't get on it. Good God, come on. What is it, a different size bolt back there? There definitely is no easy way to go ahead and access that. I can see exactly what was happening. That starter probably still works, but there's no room without pulling the front guard off. From the top, you have to pull that whole piece out. Well, I think I broke it loose at least. Just yeah. You know, now that I lost my ratchet back here. Ha ha ha. Fun stuff. Let's make. Well, and of course, I lost my socket down in here. Then, you piece of snake. Well, I was trying to do this without power tools, but. wasn't my intentions to go ahead and tear this whole thing apart. But I'm tired of flipping this fucking thing around. With this handle on the way. Of course. The last one here. So if anyone's curious to know, 13 millimeters all the way around. And honestly, once you remove that, I think you have a lot more. My dog, hang on. Remington, come right now. Remington, come right now. Get down here right now. Remington, come. Remington, come. Remington, come. Get the fuck in here. Goddamn asshole. Get in here. Good God. Heck. So, once you have the handle on it, definitely is a lot easier to get your hands in here. At least it would seem that way. Still gotta take the whole front shroud. Guess what? You can't get your tool past. Yeah, no, there you go. Part is finding out where the bolt is at. It's all the way back. It's all the way back. Can't even tell what I'm hitting here. Yeah, it's like all the way back up underneath the cover and in between another shroud. So there actually isn't even room with regards to that. You got to pull the whole motor out. Good gravy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna get to the fourth one without. The bad thing is, like I said, the covers rotted in a lot of places, and I don't want to bust these pieces off. So I am trying to find the path of least resistance, but that apparently is not going to happen. Good grief. And then why have everything the same size? Let's change it so that when you get to the front side of this, it's 8mm. No, 7/8. What do we got? I don't know. 3/8.
Oh, there it is.
3/8 on one side and 7/8 on the other side. Go figure.
Take it back. Looks like a drive-by party.
Well, whatever. Honking their horns. So, remove the belt cover. And I probably still won't get access to everything that I need. I didn't need to remove the belt cover, I guess. Just really sucks because these are Phillips heads. They put Phillips heads up front and they're rusted. They're rusted clear shut. There goes the spring. Fucking bastards. I can get to, alright, let's see. If you, so in order to get to the 4 screws that are under here, you can get to these 2 screws, bolts here. And you move the idler, it looks like, and you can get to that, 4th bolt. Real pain in the cluster. That's all I can say. Now if I can figure out how big 15, think it's a 15? 5/8. Nope, it's metric. This is the pain. Good gravy. Come on. Pig man. It's probably 15. One thing you can find here is a 14. No, we're good. We'll go 14. I think. Actually, there's enough room. There's enough room under there to get to that. I have to watch this video to see everything went back together. As you can hear, maybe in the background, we have some lovely idiot drivers who all of a sudden have an automatic hot rod when the rain appears. Yeah, I might be able to get. Oh yeah, you know what? So. Not sure why I thought I had a. No. Good way to get stitches. It's 13 on the top there. This one here. Lost another washer. Don't think I can hit that one. Got lucky to make sure that I try to thread that one by hand before. All this for a starter. It's too bad I don't have the replacement part for it already, because I guarantee you, putting this back together is going to be a real biscuit. Would have been so much better if I could have pulled the shrouding off. There's a set screw here. Just not sure how the cover there. Bad idea to put plastic on. At least I have a little bit of wiggle room now, maybe. Just seeing that in hindsight, I might have been able to get into it from this side. Find out here in a second. Yeah. I mean, I can. Not really. Maybe a U-joint. Or a really long extension. That is so far back in there, isn't it? So there, right, a little beastie. That last bolt, I think I said this or previously, was a 3/8 bolt, of course. And now we can take a gander at this again. It was just gave me a little extra play. All right, so we can look here a little closer, and you can kind of see those teeth are all ground back and worn out. They do sell, and I know other people, you know, show this whole process of replacing it, the top part. I think I'm going to suggest to Mr. Miller that we replace the whole starter, and I got to look and see if I can rewind the string on the pulley. I think I can. I might even have some nylon rope laying around. A lot of oil in there, blow off. One of the reasons that I ended up looking at this for Mr. Miller to begin with, besides the starter issue, was he had told me that he couldn't get it to start, and he had it serviced, and I guess whoever he was talking to didn't want to bother going through the process of tearing it apart. For me, it keeps me busy. Otherwise, I just sit upstairs and watch TV. We're gonna plug this in and see if we need a rebuild kit for a couple bucks, or if we need the whole starter. Oh, well, actually, you know, the starter's busted, so yeah. I mean, there's no sense. There's no sense since it's broken off on the side. There's no sense in trying to go ahead and monkey around with it. Probably save him a couple $100 anyways. Get a little bit of an affection for this machine. I'm not sure quite what it was. What I can say is that he said it would cost him $700 for a new machine, and the new machine didn't have the toro turner for turning the chute. You had to turn the chute by hand. So one of the interesting things, and I'm going to pull this off the camera here. We'll pause it. So let's see if I can turn the light on this. I guess in recording mode you can't turn the flash on. What I wanted to point out was this is kind of just like a hack job, literally from the factory, where they hacked out pieces of the bottom of the flywheel cover to fit the starter in this. And I rolled through the teeth on here. The teeth don't look bad on here, but a couple spots maybe where it was getting whacked at. You can kind of see that they're getting worn down. Of course, we're at the top of the stroke there. But for the most part, the teeth don't look too bad. That's a shame, because I bet the starter works. Let's go. There's this jerk again in that silver Subaru. Let's see right there. Actually. Oop. That's a shame, because the I don't know, I'll upload it. I'll ask the customer what he wants to do, because that's a shame. It's a good working starter. And I hate to try to go ahead and modify a piece of thin metal on the bottom of that. I don't really have any other ideas at this point, but starter works like it's supposed to. I'm just betting that because it cracked there for whatever reason. Might have been really cold out. Might have dropped it hard enough. Probably it was cold out, and it's a poor design. nothing like the short battery life of an M50. Canon M50. You've heard me complain about it before. I need to start buying some better equipment. You think you spend all this money on camera and stuff. I guess I got mad there. Now I misplaced that item. Yeah. Alright. So, this is your pull cord for your machine. Metal piece in the top. Nice and fuzzy. Camera, thank you camera. Rope is knotted in between here, so you can pull the rope out through here. And then this was the knot that was in it. And it was down through, gets strung down through there. Alright, so I just clipped it because this cord was frayed at the top and at the bottom. I counted 5 spins when I spun it after the rope recessed inside. So when you reset this, you'll want to spin it to kind of give it some torsion or a load. When you pull on the cord, the dogs come out and they engage the flywheel. That's how that works. Centrifugal force spins those out. Don't know what we're looking at. Let's see. And that engages the inside of that flywheel to give you the starting capabilities. I'm going to pull the top off here. I think it's, thought it was 3/8, but what is that? That's a 9mm, that's why. Where'd my 3/8 get to? Nothing like kneeling on a power cord. 3/8. Lower back. .3/8. I spent half my life looking for tools. Half my life looking for tools. Take a load off. 3/8. 3/8. Glad I can't find that. Five 16ths. There's a 3/8. Actually, think it might be 3/8. 3/8. And you'd think I'd have at least 2 3/8s on that, but see if I got a 3/8 on top of it. Spend more time looking for tools. 3/8 here, 3/8 there. I'm ready to rock. That's not a 3/8. gravy. 3/8 on the front. Enough to drive you nuts. Yeah. There's one more hiding here somewhere. Sunshine in my hand. Because I'm senile. Alright. So, this should Yep. It's a pressed on part. Let's see. I think so. Even smaller yet. Back down to the quarter. Nice. Where you at, Mr. Quarter? Not my pocket. Back in. Definitely quarter. No, 45 quarter. Time looking for tools. I do dumb work. Looks like it came off my. Something small, man, really. So, you don't let the string slide back down in. You can pull the string all the way out. Pull it out through the bottom there. Now, when you let it come back, you don't need to actually disassemble the front part. I'm going to put that back in a minute. I was hoping that I could just pull it all out completely and then wrap it like that. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, so I don't have to wind it, is I'm going to take a zip tie and I'm going to tie it off right where the hole meets, see if I can show you this. Right where the hole meets the other hole in the back. I'm going to take a zip tie and tie that off. And then just stick the, hopefully stick it, well, I guess it's not going to, yep, that'll fit. Let me grab my dikes, my favorite dikes. Every mechanic likes a good dike. I pulled that through there. I'm just going to set that to the side until I find some, hopefully find some cord. But at least this way you don't let it wind all the way back around. All right. Well, in the meantime, enjoy. I'm gonna put that cover back on there, where it connects out to. I just want to play with you. Come on, come on. What? I got big paws and I just want to play. Come on, stop working. Play with me, please. Fucking Bronco? Huh? Fucking Bronco? Huh? No? Too much stuff. Too much stuff under my feet. Puppy dog. Puppy dog. You doing the boo-boo. Who's the boo-boo? Who's the boo-boo? Sit. 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 Come on. What are you? So much for training puppies.